Hi everyone, this is Darfellow and welcome to Conan Exiles Age of War. Today I have a tutorial to help you with your first steps into the Exile lands. I will be covering the starting journey steps that will show you how to get beginning armor, weapons, and tools, plus food and a starter base. This is my favorite survival game with around 2,500 hours into it. This gives you an idea of my experience with Conan Exiles and why this beginning tutorial will help you. By the end of this video, you will know how to get your basic armor, weapons, and tools, easy food and water, plus your first beginning base setup. Alright, now that we have logged in, got our character made, we're ready to start our journey steps. The journey steps is in your top right where it says Survivor. So the easiest way to get this done, to make it so you're set up to venture out into the exile lands, you want to follow those survivor steps right from the beginning. Don't rush off, don't run just all over the place, just take your time and move at a steady pace. So first thing you should do is check your map, see where you log in at. You could log in anywhere from around EF the whole way over here to I. Any one of those spots you can log in at, and your goal is just to get to the river as fast as you can. So take your first steps. All you have to do is move forward. Next step is Survivor. Investigate the smoke nearby. But before you hit that, come over, click on this, gives you a little bit of a story. While that is telling you a story, come over, interact with the fiber.
Places of the world where untamed savages make endless war upon each other.
As soon as you grab those, just keep moving forward. You'll see the broken highway.
Into the endless
Opens up.
wastes enslaved. Your bonding prevents it.
Keep moving along the road.
Follow the road. Any road. All roads lead to
Now,
the city.
second part, another part's done. We're going to go search for supplies. Search for supplies is right here in this first box. Once you open it up, you'll see you have food, roasted haunch, and you'll have the fiber you picked up and your sealed water skin. To take your sealed water skin, if you're on console, hold PlayStation, hold the L1 button in, and you open up your radio wheel and put that in there. And you can do that with here too. Now in the radio wheel, we have two bugs down at the bottom of the screen. You got those from picking up your fiber. You can eat those if need be. So before you do too much more, it says eat and drink. So while we picked up a couple more fibers, because that is important, L1 with the radio wheel, select your food and eat it. Same thing with the water skin, and you drink it. So now it'll tell us to gather plant fiber. So just run over, interact with these again. There's a couple more around here. Try to grab the plant fiber now, as much as you can, because you'll need that more than likely in your first house when you're setting it up. Now the goal here is not to get rushed down to the base and set up an extravagant house, or the water and set up an extravagant house. You just want to make it to the water and set up a beginning spot for you to be safe in. Now on this side, there's always a letter, more story, and another water skin. Usually on the right side of the wagon.
Bandits and cannibals.
Now it wants us to craft and wear clothing. So all the fiber we got, you'll open it up. You'll scroll down. You'll need 8 for the tunic, 8 for the leggings, 2 for the gloves, and 2 for the foot wraps. They will automatically go into your loadout.
Smell of my daughter's hair. I will pass the ghost fence.
Now once this is spent attribute points.
To whoever reads
So
this
you open back up your inventory list. You go to the right. We have 2 attribute points.
Strange.
I advise
You
trying to
live
get
like
5 points in strength,
You do not
5
know
points in
thirst.
vitality,
You truly
and 5 points in expertise before you do too much. Put those points in. Now you can also check your knowledge points. So we have 2 knowledge points. We have one under Sandstone Foundations. We're going to click on that. And we're going to open up the Primitive Cook. 2 things that we're going to need a little while. Now, if you check down to your weapons, they have some beginning weapons for you. They cost 0 knowledge points. So click on those weapons, because we're going to have to open those up here eventually. Anything orange like this is something you can open up. It's a 0. If it's red, you can't. Green means you already opened it. So now we're back. We have to search for more survivors. As we're walking down the road, following it towards the water still, just kind of graze over, maybe grab some stones. Any extra you get is good. You don't have to get them all. Just grab a few here and there as you're walking forward. Now, as we go down this path, we pick up these rocks. There will be a bat creature up at the top part. That will be the next step of the survivor journey step. Grab a few more. Keep looking for fibers. No more around. We'll move a little faster. We'll get up here. And there's your bat. So all you got to do is move a little closer. Let it shout. Runs away. Move into the center. Your next step's done. Now it wants to get you to gather stones. So, to gather more stones, just hold and interact. Grab the 5. Also gather branches now. 0-5. Before you do that, there's a book here.
Gods curse this sandstorm.
More story.
We were forced to take refuge before the
While
wind
that story
scoured the
goes
skin
on,
from our faces.
grab your branches.
There is something in the storm. Beasts. We hear the skittering of their paws.
Don't be
outside
afraid
the
to
ruins,
gather
and their
extra.
howls mingle with the screaming winds. The men are scared. I've put them to work crafting rudimentary weapons and torches from the loose stones and rough plants that dot this place. I've yet to meet a beast that liked fire, or the bite of the axe.
Fiber is still very necessary to grab at this point. So now we're going to craft a stone pick. So after we pick up this fiber, we're going to go back into our inventory, and on the right hand side, we're going to scroll down to this stone pick. Takes 5 branches, 5 stones, which we should have already picked up. So we'll use those. Now that pick won't show up here on this side in your inventory. It will be in your wheel. If you want to remove it from the wheel, just select it, and then you can put it back in wherever you want it to go. We got another knowledge point up here. So I'm going to put that in with the wooden box, because we will need that too. Another tribute point. Like I said, vitality, get the first 5 because you get passive health regeneration. The first 5 here in expertise. It will make your weapons or tools not break as quickly. And of course the strength, your heavy blows will do more damage. So it's very good to get those right away. We'll put a point in. Step back out. Harvest stone with stone pick. Hold your wheel in again. Pick the pick. Grab a stone and chop away till it's done. Now once a stone weapon, back into the inventory. Find the stone weapon you want. We can go pike. We got stone sword, daggers, club. I'm just going to do the stone sword. Again, that won't show up in your inventory. That'll be in your wheel. So I like to move it in a better spot for me. And it says follow the road out of the desert. So we'll grab more of this fiber. said, the fiber is definitely going to help with your roof of your house. Your first little place. Alright, now we can just follow the road. Grab anything you want. You can start running faster here. Just because it's not a long walk, but it can be if you take your drill time. There, now we can craft a bedroll. So back into the bedroll, back into your inventory. You see we need 3 twine, 2 branches, and 6 plant fiber. We got the plant fiber, but we need 2 twine. So we'll make 2 of those. Done. Oh, 3 of those, sorry. So there, we got that done. Now we make our bedroll. Again, bedroll went right into the wheel. And that's fine. The bedroll's fine there now because we have to place it. So in order to place the bedroll, you just kind of got to move forward a little bit. You put it on the ground. You make sure it's bound to you. Then you can decide if you want to pick it up or leave it here. If you leave it here and you go down and fight an animal or 2 and die, you'll spawn back here. But if you pick it up, you take the chance of respawning back out in the desert. I'm going to pick it up. And now we're going to go slay an enemy. The key down here is for enemies, you want to stay away from NPCs. They will kill you faster than anything else. The best thing to look for is maybe a shellback and then a crocodile. Probably 2 of the easier ones to get. You might see an imp or 2. Those could also help you out with food. The imp and the crocodile will only give you a small strip of meat. The actual shellback will give you a more satisfying piece of meat. So we'll just keep moving. Grab this fiber. There's our first shellback. Now, in this spot, there's a dead imp. 1 or 2 dead imps. There's 2 shellbacks there. Try not to fight 2 at a time. Here's also a worm on the ground. It's a grub. You can use your pick. You can pick that up. You can eat the grubs too. Do not forget about using water and eating the food. Now that first shellback went away, so we're going to kill the second one. Now once it does that, let it make its little animation, walk away. When it comes towards you, wait, let it do an animation, walk away. First one's done. Great. So now we need to craft rough wraps while the other shellback comes down here. That's just a small one, so it's just a little baby. You be mean like me and kill the baby. So we have to craft. Oh, there's the other one. Kill that one too. This will be better for the meat. Remember, you only get so much stamina, so stay away when you can. Now we're crafting the rough wraps. Back into your inventory, down until you see the rough wraps. They took 10 plant fiber. Click on that and hit 1. That will make 3 wraps to heal you. So now we want to heal ourselves. The wraps are in here. There. Heal yourself to move on to the next one. Now once it's to harvest meat from corpse. Well, in a couple ways you can do that. We can use the stone pick, go back into our inventory, and we can make a stone skinning knife. Now in order for that we need 5 branches and 20 stone. We have the stone, but we need branches. So while you're carefully looking to see if you can find any on the ground, see plenty of worms around. Here we go. Let's pick those up real quick. Now we're set. We will craft our stone skinning knife. Now once that knife is made, it'll go back into the inventory because everything here is filled. So I put the skinning knife in there, put the wraps there. Now we should be set. Now going down here, we should get some better meat. That's feral flesh. This will give us savory flesh. That is the better meat that you want. You can also grab the eggs, skin any other dead animals you see. More food, more hides, better off it is. Now, once it's to finish heading to the water and refill our water skin. So, since the water is right next to me, I will grab as much fiber as I can right now. Trust me, you will need it. You will need it. Now, when you grab that, you can also grab, if you see these plants, this is aloe. Aloe will give you more plant fiber, and it'll give you the aloe leaves. So I'm going to grab those while we're here. Now, while we have those, if you go back in and you scroll down to where your rough wraps are, now you can make aloe leaves. So I will craft those. I prefer the aloe potions more than the wraps, just because the wraps make you stand still and you can drink the aloe potions while on the move. Big help when you're fighting creatures. So we'll grab some more sticks. We're going to need a few more of those. And our water's just ahead of us. Now to the right, there's a couple NPCs by a campfire. Try to stay away from that as much as possible. Like I said, the NPCs can kill you very quickly, especially in this age of war. Now we'll just work our way down here. Now it says refill water skin. If your water skin is in your inventory, like this one here, just look down at the ground with a little dot, go to your item, press square. That will refill. If it's in your wheel, just hold it, click on it, make sure you're looking at the ground, and fill it up that way. Same thing with the weapons and tools. If you need to repair them, it says triangle in the bottom right, select it, hit triangle, make sure you have stone or whatever you need to fix it. Now we need to access or place a campfire. Quickly, you'll go back into your inventory. You should have 4 branches and 10 stone on you. You'll make that campfire. It goes right here into this inventory. Put it in to your wheel. Select it into your wheel. Place it on the ground. Now we need to cook raw meat. So a couple things you can use to cook raw meat. You can use your plant fiber, but that'll burn very, very quickly, and you'll just waste plant fiber. Or you can cut down a tree. So we don't have a weapon for a tree, so we'll go in. We'll make a stone hatchet. Again, we should have branches on us because we've been gathering them, and the stone. Your hatchet's made. Went right into the spot I wanted it in. Select it. Walk up to a tree. Chop away. Now I'm going to grab a couple trees while we're here real quick. We'll run back down to our fire pit, campfire. See, we got 100 right there. I'm going to split it, put 25 in. We don't need that many, but it's good enough for now. So we'll let the meat cook. Takes just a few seconds. soon as the meat's done cooking, put it in your inventory. Your cooked raw meat journey steps should be finished. From there, you can put the meat in to your wheel. If you have aloe potions, you can put them into your wheel. Now, I do prefer this meat more. Grilled steak. It's a little bit better than some of the other ones, than the shredded meat. I'm going to take that back out. I'm going to pick up the campfire. So I'm going to return it to my inventory. You just interact with it, select return to inventory. Now it wants us to eat a cooked meal. Well, we have the roasted haunch from earlier. Let's use that. Remember, all food has a countdown timer. If you go up here, you get 29 minutes for the shredded. And if you look at this one, it's another 29 more minutes ago. So it's about 30 minutes for each of those. So now that's part of the journey step is done. Now you need to go in, look at your knowledge points again. You will go into your apprentice mason. You will select the stairs. You'll select the roof pieces if it's available to you. Mine's available at level 8. I'm on level 7. But we do have 5 more points available for anything else. So we can get a torch. We can maybe get a bed if you want. Whatever you find that's easiest. But make sure you save a point. So now we're going to go into our attributes. We're going to get the 5 for the fierce vitality, so you get passive health regeneration. We will put 1 into expertise. Back out. Back in, go to our journey step. We have a claim reward for the first survivor done. You want to claim that. Then you have survival shelter. Click on that survival shelter. You're unlocked apprentice mason knowledge started, and your craft a stone hatchet is completed. Your next step is use your hatchet to cut down a tree. Well, we already did that, but we're gonna need a little bit more tree here. There we go. Just grab a little bit more wood. Definitely will be needed. Now it wants us to construct a construction hammer. Go back into our inventory. The construction hammer will take 5 twine, 20 wood. So, picking up all that fiber, we'll make 5 of those. Twine are done. You make your hammer. Completed. So now everything should be in. All the tools we need to make our first little house. This house is not a place for you to decide that your whole build is going to be here. This is just a starting point. So you have a place to feel safe that if you die, you can spawn back into. And after it's built, you can venture out and find all the a nice place that you want to build your base in. So now we're going to build a foundation. So to do the foundation, you select your construction hammer. You have the L1. You see we need 35 stone and 5 wood to build a sandstone foundation. Now I would make the beginning sandstone house maybe 3 by 3. Doesn't need to be real big. 3 by 3 will be plenty big for this point in time. So you know you're going to need, 9 pieces times 35. Say 350 stone. Somewhere in there just to put the ground up for it. So what I do is I just collect as much as I can. We're almost getting to the point of being over encumbered. And not quite. So I'll grab a little bit more. If you get a little bit over encumbered, it's okay. And this is not the spot you need to build in. This is just a spot I got to. You can build wherever you want. But right now, we just want something quick and easy. So I'm going to raise it up a little bit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's all the bigger it needs to be. Again, construction hammer. Let's select a set of stairs. Put that in. Now it wants us to build a wall. So we got a few options here for walls. I took out just an easy one to use. Put them around however you see fit. My door frame, I need a little bit more, so stone for door frame. So let's go get some more stone. Now we'll have to do this a few times. I said, this is not a permanent build, anything else. It's just a place to put you in case night comes, you don't want to venture, something to get out of the storm, whatever it takes. Sandstorms will kill you quickly. So again, now I don't have the other house piece on, so I'm going to go back into my knowledge. I'm going to hit the second one here. It'll give me a cap. Got another point. We'll use that. Knowledge points, be very careful how you use them at the beginning. Make sure you use them where you want them. So we'll go back out. We opened up this thatch roof top. Finished. Now you're going to want to put your fiber bedroll down. So we'll throw that in, doesn't really matter where. Make sure it's bound to you again. Throw down the fire pit, make sure the arrow is facing out. Throw in a little bit of wood. That way, if you get more food, you can cook it right away. Now we want the last thing we need to put in to get you started is going back into your construction hammer, going down the storage. We want to get 100 wood and 12 twine. That way we make a wooden box. So we have no wood. We have 20 fiber here, so we're going to need more. Just run right back out. Try to avoid the creatures as much as possible. Run in, go to your box again, pick a box, put it down, there you go. Now store your items that you do not want to carry around. Anything that could be heavy, anything you might not need at this time, something you might want to save for later, whatever it may be. Just fill up the box. You can open this too, supply material. There, it gave us 500 twine, put that away. Gave us 500 branches, put it away. So there you have it. That's everything you need to get a quick, easy start in Conan Exiles. From here, you can open up the map. Wherever you build along that river, You can open up your map and you can start moving out and exploring from here. Take your time. Don't rush into anything. And you should be able to survive pretty easily. Well, thanks for watching. Gonna go.
Hey,